Bedolok tiok. Nindela was it Bluswa Molley. My mother's name is Mary Jean Molley. My father's name is Frank Molley. And for the longest time, people accused me of being somebody else's son. It's true. Honesty to the community is the best policy. So I want to give you that and let you know that I'm here to tell you what's in my heart, what's on my mind, and what I see about this community. And yes, and I wanted to comment on Carl. Carl, I appreciate your comments, but have a little bit of respect for the candidates that are up here, and we can talk after. So I just wanted to mention that we can have all the outbursts we want later. You know, we're going to have a little get together tonight. I want to thank Kathy for putting this on in our community. Kathy has shown some real original leadership in our community, and Kathy, I wish you the best of luck, and thank you for this opportunity for us to come and talk to the community. Well, I'm 41 years old. I have a 23-year-old daughter. I have a granddaughter. I believe she's 2, going on 3, Luke? Yeah, something like that. They grow real fast, yeah, and so do we, right, you know? Growing up on the reserve, I never thought that I'd live here most of my life, but Aboriginal people in Canada are the most oppressed people in this country. Our land has been stolen. Our languages continue to be stolen from us each and every day. We have new generations coming into this world that are not prepared to learn their language because this generation of mine, we can't pass it on. It's your responsibility to tell us to learn our language, and we will, but we need guidance from elders and community members. We got to do this together. That's one of the biggest things. You know, I go to university. I just drove down from Fredericton. I just finished my 3rd year of university at the University of St. Thomas in Fredericton. And I'm studying how to be a journalist, and I'm studying also Native studies. And we sit in class and we debate and we argue and we fight. But we fight with our brains over who was responsible for all these things. And I believe in my heart that our people are not responsible for that. I will never blame Listiguj for the way Listiguj are today, the way Keskepegia is, the way Bikov is, all the way down, even as far as we can go. These are our people. We have been victimized since day one. And now when I look at the future, one big problem that I see every 2 years is Indian Act elections. If I had it my way, really if I did have it my way, I would get rid of all that stuff and I'd put together something for our community so that we can run our own lives and stop having to beg all the time. For generations, people have been begging, give us this, give us that. We won't settle for anything more than what we're given. And that's what I don't like about politics, and that's what I don't like about where we're going in Restigouche. We shouldn't be settling just for handouts. You know, we shouldn't be settling for doorknobs. We shouldn't be settling for 14 weeks. Do you think people out there are settling for that? People out there are making a living. They're raising their families. They're going to school. They're going to university. They're maintaining their languages. What about Aboriginal people? What are we doing? Why can't we do more? That's the kind of attitude I want to see. I think my job here is to wake people up, to tell them where we stand as Mi'kmaq people. We need to get those people that are in council, that have been elected year after year after year, and get them out, because they're no good. We need fresh faces, new people, because we're the new people. There's 2 things going on here. The new people are looking for old ways because we don't know where to go, so we look behind us for old ways. The old ways are looking for new people. So somewhere along that line, we got to come together. My generation needs help. A lot of us are drug and alcohol dependent, pill dependent, economically dependent. I don't like that. I was one of those people. And I'm not here to tell you my life story. You could read about it, because I wrote a book. It was published. Some of it. I'm still working on it. But politics in this community has ripped us apart. They fight all the time. Fight, 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 fight. That's all they do is fight. And they get paid to do it. $900 a week. Every week. For 104 weeks. And what do we have? What do your kids have? We have to go and settle. We have to settle for less. And we pay these people to improve our community and improve our lives and to fight for our future. We got to get these guys out of there. I'm telling you, I'm bluntly honest. But we're responsible for putting them in there. So I'm going to ask you and everybody else that's watching this video, stop voting for the same people. I have a lot to say. I could talk here all day long. That's enough. No, I have one more thing to say about my grandmother. Like, elders are our connection to our past. Elders are the people who seen us come into this world when we were babies. They would come up to you when you were just in your little, whatever, crib. Oh, and they play with us. I remember that. I have memories of that. And they can tell me about me. When you were little, you used to do this and all. That's my connection. And I still see them now. My grandmother, she moved here. Grandmother, her name is Jeannie Santos. Jeannie Mitchell. I love her very much. She wanted me to come up here and mention about her concerns as an elder. She moved here 14 years ago. She moved in Uncle Albin's house, Albin Mitchell, the world's greatest fiddler. Yeah. Moved in the house, and, she said, my house is falling apart. So I go and call the band office, and I'm an elder, and they don't do nothing. So I had to call. For a very, very long time, she had to, call, and people had, it became a problem around the house because they were like, oh, my God, here comes Grammy. She's going to be talking about her house again. Well, when an elder speaks up, and you should listen, and you should try to do something. It's very simple. Listigood economic money that rolls into this community, over 100 million, maybe more, and there's more coming. But you get the wrong people in there. They made their money, time to kick them out, and have them go out west and work. Have them go to university. Have them to find out how it is, how it's like. Yeah, go on welfare, yeah. Mediweg. But I want to get back to my grandmother's story. So my grandmother, she tells me, she says, I used to own land over here, and the band office gave it away. Says Uncle Albin and his brother Adwin, they got together and said, Jeannie, come here, this land's going to be yours. Now that you can't even. I went there last year and I said, I want to see my grandmother's estate. Oh, it was written off, it was given to somebody and all that. Well, we're not going to fight with the family. It's all family. But what are they doing with our lands? How come you got people in there that are making all these mistakes? So anyway, my grandmother's house, they put wrap. Fucking house is still water leaking, still cold air coming through the window. She, just in February, she told me she paid $900, $45, Grammy? To fill up her oil tank. And then had to turn the heaters on and run both heaters and the oil tank, and her house has already been wrapped. My grandmother is one of many of our grandmothers and our grandfathers and our great uncles and our great aunts that need help, that need the proper care. Their homes need to be fixed and repaired properly. Properly, not improperly. So you got these yahoos that go and get hired, the process. I'd rather train them. Come on, we're going to help you out. We'll show you how to really do it. If we don't know how to do it, let's ask how to do it. Because once you wrap a house, for some odd reason, people got to keep wrapping their house again. Like, it's a big problem around here. I went to my grandmother's, I pulled off the wood frame for her bathroom window. It wasn't even tacked on. They just slid it on there and walked away. You know? Really. It's bad. I mean, there's a lot of people's homes, you know? I've been talking to elders. Diane Isaac, Eugene Isaac. Eugene Isaac's floor is rotten. I'm going to go there with my video camera. I'm going to record them, and I'm going to put them on my TV show. I have a little TV show online. It's called Election News Coverage. I do that out because I want to give people a voice. My grandmother has been saying the same thing for years. So the problem is not that we can't help our people, it's that we have the wrong people in office. And it's not the 12, it's also who's behind them. If you looked at the latest financial report, there's people in there that, they make a lot of money. And there's this category they call other, and there's like this one guy, he made $70,000 in other. So I'm online, I'm talking to my friends, I'm like, so guys, what does other mean? You know? Oh, let's not talk about that. I want to know what that is. That's 3.5 jobs, full time. 20-some thousand, I'd like to have a $20,000 job, that's $400 a week. Love to do that. So there's people that are behind these people that are making money off your resources, that are making money off your rights, that are making money off your own families. And they're making your children's children become like dependent on them. You cannot do anything without the band's permission. That's ridiculous. But we keep doing it to ourselves. So if anybody does anything right this year, the year 2012, it's just not vote all new people. Same fucking people. So anyway, I'm going to take a moment. That's all I wanted to share for now. There's going to be more to come, and I wish that I could talk to all of you and let you know, but I am running for council. I am in university. If I am chosen and I'm elected, please elect other people that's going to work. Don't elect the same friggin' people. All the time, we do that, all the time. You know why? Because, I don't know why. I don't know, we're a victim to ourselves. There's more that I can say, but I don't want to take up much time. But I want to thank the elders for coming. I want to thank the community for coming tonight, and wish Kathy the best of luck. And don't forget, I want to see people vote. I want everybody on the ban list to vote, because that's your right to vote. If you don't vote, then you don't have a say. You have to vote. Get out there and vote. It's worth your while. Someday soon, we're going to change the way it is around in Restigouche. If not this year, it's going to happen soon.